bit, right? Because we're going to go to the NBA. I don't even know how we got here, but then I do know how we got here because Ja is going to find a way to either be in the headlines or be the headline, but the Grizzlies just won't let him go. I don't understand what type of relationship they're in. Find your franchise player through the draft, which they tried to with Ja, but it doesn't seem like it's going to work. Ja has said some things. His game has not looked as well. There's a lot of teams that's looking out and waiting for that call to come through. I know some teams have probably called about him just to kick some tires, but then there's also some teams that are saying, I don't even want to take a chance on him. So, Davey Schefter, you drop the news all the time. You may have an inside scoop somewhere, but outside of the scoop that you probably have, which you can share with us, but what would be the best destination for Ja Morant?
Let me see if I can find a certain song I can play that will say where he can come to.
You can't play E40 because they're gonna think you're going to the Warriors.
No, I'm gonna play the. I think I'm gonna play the first sound, and you might be able to get it. You know how YouTube is with these ads, man. But
Jack Frost done lost his mind. All right, Tom, get the plane.
Who just said
Miami,
Jack Frost? I already knew. Go ahead. I want to hear
Miami.
this.
I think Miami is the best destination for Ja Morant, man. And now I think this is maybe not something that you see from me most of the time, but Ja, come to Miami, man. Come to Miami. You want a chance to do something different. You want to go to a culture that you know that where stars shine. Because you look at guys, look at Jimmy Butler. No one, no one thought Jimmy Butler could do what he did, and look what happened when he came to Miami. 2 finals appearances, one as the AC, and they now know him as playoff Jimmy. He wasn't called that before Miami, and now look at what he's doing in Golden State. People see him as a leader because of what he did in Miami. That didn't happen when he was in Minnesota or when he was with the Bulls or when he was with Philly. They just thought he was a fill-in guy, kind of sort of. He led Miami. Ja, I understand that Memphis is, people talk about what happens outside of the stadium and what happens in the city of Memphis. And yeah, Miami is a place where people go partying a lot. But look at all the stars that have come to Miami. Who's had off the court issues?
But Terry
LeBron?
brought him there. So, but
That
when he
was
was
in
there, he was
Charlotte.
good. Yeah, that's what I said.
That
He
was in
brought him
Charlotte.
there, but nah, he was good.
Outside of that, just look at who's been here. Even when Michael Beasley was here, did he have any off the court
No,
issues?
Beasley was good there.
Dwayne Wade, no off the court issues. LeBron James, I mean, of course, he doesn't have off the court issues nowhere he goes.
He is the off the court issue. Never mind.
Chris Bosh, no off the court issues. I mean, Amari Stoudemire was here for us then. Did he have any off the court issues? No.
Nah. Rashard
Hassan
Lewis was there
Whiteside,
too.
exactly. Ray Allen was here. I can name Mike Miller. There's so many guys that came to Miami that didn't have any off the court
That's
issues.
true.
You come here, there's a culture set. There's a culture set. The best destination for you is to come to Miami. And honestly, what has Ja Morant done off the court from the last 2 seasons? He's basically had a clean. He's basically been clean the last 2 years since we had those incidents where people started talking about that stuff. He really has done nothing since then. Now he's having some issues with the coaching and stuff like that, and I think that may be the only reason why Miami might not be the best destination for him. Is because if you look at last year, the offensive scheme that he ran was by the guy who runs the offensive scheme for Miami right now. I think his name is Nick LaRoche or Noah LaRoche or something like that. He is the guy that basically is the reason why our offense is the way it is right now. And that's how it was for Memphis last year. And that's why they got fired Taylor Jenkins. So that may be the reason why, he doesn't want to, it doesn't fit in Miami because of that. But other than that, if you look at everything else, and what we may possibly be able to do. And I even looked at there was a post that said, what team would do this? Oh, who says no? Grizzlies get Tyler Hero and Pele Larson, and we get Ja Morant.
Bye, Taylor. I mean Tyler. My bad. I call him Taylor.
Exactly. Because there's I don't know, and maybe this is just some delusional Miami Heat fans that have been in this comment section, but they think that Memphis Grizzlies got to offer more. I'm like, are you serious? Like, do you know who you talk about right now? You talk about Ja Morant. Tyler Hero is not better than Ja Morant. Pele Larson is not better than
What
Ja
more
Morant.
do you want from me?
Like seriously, that just don't make any sense. And then you would pair him with Jaime Jaquez, who is balling right now. I think he may be leading 6 man of the year charge right now because he has been cooking. And then you got Bam Adebayo, even though he's out with a toe injury. Thankfully, it's just a sprain and it's nothing serious. Khalil Ware. You got Eric Spoelstra, one of the best coaches in the NBA, if not, well, probably won't call him the best coach because he hasn't won anything in a while, but he's at least a top 3 head coach in the NBA, top 3, top 5 for sure. You have everything you need. I mean, the only thing is Pat Riley. I think that's the person. That's probably the person that says no. It's Pat Riley,
Which would upset me and my homeboy because why would you say no to that? Everything that you said. First of all, I'm with Joe on the comment. Once you said Jack Frost, I watched the video enough that I knew where you was going with it. I'm just shocked that you was going there. Like I didn't think you was gonna say Miami. And I know if Joe was probably here, he'd probably say it's Kings as well. Because I know their name has been tossed out there. And I know he did a reel about it also. But I like I like that pick though. I like that because when the topic was brought up, I was like, what's a good situation where he's gonna be good, where he's gonna be okay, right? And I said, let me throw the Wizards out there. And I said, nah, because we don't have enough culture yet. Like a sustainable culture for him to come here and actually be himself. It might turn into the Grizzlies 2.0. And I'm just saying him not falling in love with basketball. He might just fall in love with the nightlight of the city at that point. You're like, yeah, I play for the Wizards. I'm the man. It is what it is. Then I said, well, the Knicks not gonna do it. We already know Boston not gonna do it because they're in the slump right now. Then I said, what about the Bucks? Maybe the Bucks would do something like that. But then I'm like, well, the Bucks don't know if
maybe.
I was like, the Bucks don't know if they want to keep Giannis or not. Is that a situation where you get a 3-team trade? You get Giannis to go somewhere that he wants to go. They get Ja in return, and then another team gets off expiring contract.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But everything that you said about Miami works. And Pat Riley, the reason why I would be upset at Pat Riley is because you have the culture. You have the coach who's dealt with egos. Egos on a whole nother level. Like we talking about the greatest player in the NBA joining your team type of ego. The entourage that came with it, right? Then having a big 3, working through that whole situation in those seasons of winning, losing, winning. It is what it is. Spoelstra would be the perfect place. And you have players around. Because UD already gonna pull them in. Like you got the mentorship there. UD gonna be like, "Hey, little bro, we not gonna do this. This is how we do things down here. If you need anything, help him guide his way through the city, things like that." So that would be a great situation for him. And the trade that you threw out there, if they want to throw some picks on it, throw some picks there too. Because I think the risk is well worth the reward that you're gonna get back. Because imagine Ja when he's motivated and in the Eastern Conference. Come on now, you ain't gotta worry about Steph and them, but only like 2 games. Then you go in the East, you gotta worry about the Knicks. Like it's wide open at that point. So now I like that move. I'm gonna go with that vote, man. I'm gonna go with Miami, but don't be surprised if the Bucks just make a random push.
I can see the Bucks. You pair because you try to do whatever you can to keep Giannis in Milwaukee. So you go get a young guy like that, like Ja Morant. I can see that. And then it's not much goes on in Milwaukee, so it could work out there. I don't. I mean, I saw other places that was looking at like Minnesota, and
Mm, I don't. Nah.
that could happen, but you would have to trade Julius Randle.
but then what would you? I'm trying to think of the culture fit. Like on 2K, that's a good team, but in real life, and Ja, you gonna need like a you gonna need a smorgasbord of vets just to come in there just to like balance the locker room out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're talking about one guy, and at this point, at one point, Ja was the face of the league, or fighting to be the face of the league. People want to give Ant the face of the league. He is the franchise player there. Like I just don't know as far as youth and ego wise, like how that's gonna work out. It might work, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, it's possible that it can work. It's definitely possible it can work, but I think it's Miami. I think
If,
Miami's the best place.
yeah, if you Philly, you might want to toss and beat. But nah, they got VJ.
Yeah, they got VJ Agnew and Tyrese Maxey. They don't need no
Yeah,
back.
they balling. They balling right now. So yeah, nah. Well, we'll keep our eye on this one to see what happens. Hopefully, things might work out with the Grizzlies, but who knows? We'll wait for the Dave bomb to say, "Hey, he's traded to Miami," and then you can be turned up. Already know. I already know.
Definitely gonna be turned up.
But keeping on the topic of the NBA,
I ain't turned up right now because Miami.